welcome to day 16 of our journey to 1600. It's been a while since I recorded the last video. I've been down with COVID this whole week, and so my voice has been kind of down, but I'm feeling better now. Not fully recovered yet, but yeah, we'll see if we can get a win today. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the podcast. I've had people show their support and how much they enjoyed the first episode, and so as soon as my voice comes back and I'm feeling a little better, we'll get that second episode out. Alrighty, so let's get right into today. Let's play a 10-minute. I was trying to look for a 10-5 earlier and could not find the game, so yeah. Alright, we got Slimmest Jimmy playing E4. He is from Australia. Cool. Okay, so what I like to do here is I go right into the advanced variation here, acting like there's already a pawn here, and then we'll get this bishop out, we'll get our knight out here, we'll play e6, and yeah, try to develop these two pieces and go from there. Okay, so here I think what I'll do is just develop my knight, and yeah, okay, so he takes there, we'll play e6, we'll try to get our pawn back. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take here, and then I'm gonna take here. We have to be a little careful though, because this bishop can still come out for a check. We can also just take here right away, I just realized, because he can't take back because of the pin on the queen. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll take that pawn right away, and yeah, we got a good bind on this diagonal here. So tomorrow, it's not for sure yet, but I think what I'm going to do is, before we get into that though, let's look at this here. So should we take here or should we take here? I think we should take with the knight, let the bishop recapture, then we bring out this knight and try to get the rest of our pieces developed. So, or maybe just here, just knight f6, bishop e7, castle, rook c8, and yeah, deal with this pawn majority here on the queen side. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take with this knight. Okay, and I think we're just gonna trade that bishop, and then we'll bring that knight out. Same plan, bishop e7, castle, rook c8, and go from there. Possibly knight e4, go after this pawn, try to prevent him from moving that knight right away. Right, bishop e7, castle. So yeah, tomorrow, it's not for sure yet, but I might do like a kind of an all-day stream on Twitch. I'm super close to affiliate. The only thing left that I have to do is get the follower goal, which is 50 followers. So I'm at 35 now, and yeah, if I can get that goal completed, that'd be great. That'll help out the channel, help out my content creation, and yeah, it's fun, man. I've been having a lot of fun making these YouTube videos, streaming on Twitch, and hopefully I've helped some of you that has been watching me. I know my content is more geared towards the very beginner level of player, but hopefully everyone of all levels has enjoyed what I've put out. So okay, so he went rook d1. I think here we're just gonna castle. I'm wondering if he's gonna play c4 might do that. Oh, okay, so he goes bishop e3. I think now what I'll do is I'll play rook c8 and then try to push this pawn up. If he pushes, obviously we just take. Yeah, that's what I thought he'd do, so let's see. If he takes, we take, then our queen is pinned there, which I don't really like. Let's think about this. If we let him take, we take back with the pawn. We could go here. No. Yeah, that's a little irritating. I kind of want to just get my queen to there, but he could go queen f4. Huh. Why don't we, how about queen e8 and try to get our queen to a4? I think either way we're going to lose one of these pawns, but we should be able to gobble up one of these, so let's do that. Let's go queen e8 and get out of the way of that rook. And see if we can target some of these pawns here. Maybe get our queen to this square on a4. Right, he goes knight c3. Well, then that's just a free pawn, right? I would love to play this, but nothing's guarding that right now. Let's take that pawn. We'll take there. We can't go here anymore because of the knight. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's take the pawn, and then we'll try to challenge again on the d file with our rook. It's an interesting position. I don't think I've ever had this with playing the Carol before. Could even push this still and capture there, and this would be free as well. Okay. So he wants to trade the knights. He wants to trade knights and go after this pawn. I almost would rather him... Well, let's look at this, right? We kind of want to prevent this here. Because if here, take, rook down, and the rook's guarded by that pawn, which is very irritating, I think I'd rather just trade that. We'll trade there and we'll push this pawn up. And we'll try to undermine these pawns here. And now once again we can think about queen a4 and get our queen into the game. Queen a4, rook d8, try to trade a set of rooks off. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Okay, so he captures that, but I kind of forgot he could do that. So, all right, should we just take here? I think so, because our rook is lined up with his queen, so we'll just take there. Right. And I think even queen c6 is pretty good. Yeah, let's do queen c6. Get our queen more centralized, then think about rook d1 or d8. Okay. Now we'll go there. We'll centralize both of our rooks. We're about 2 minutes down on the clock, so we gotta try to catch up here. Is rook d5 a move? I think it is. Kind of like that move, rook d5. So we got him thinking. Okay, so he backs out. So let's see. I think I still like rook d5. I still like rook d5. Let's do that. Putting a lot of pressure on that pawn on c5. Looks like a pretty good... We'll see what he does if he's gonna try to reinforce that pawn more. I'm surprised he actually moved his queen away. That's one thing I've learned as I've gotten better at chess, is really narrowing down on the weaknesses on the board. So this pawn is a definite weakness, and it's kind of centralized, and so attacking it is not very hard, and getting multiple pieces in the attack. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces lying down this pawn. He has 1, 2 defenders. He's gonna double his rooks, so let's calculate this. So there, he might just double again. Yeah, so we might not want to take that pawn right away. What about rook e5? Rook e5, then is he gonna do... Let's do it. Rook e5, we're kind of running low on time, so we gotta make decisions. That's why I rather play 10-5 games, because 10-0 games seem really quick. Like, the time goes away fast. Rook e5, then maybe queen a4 again. That could be another plan. We still have 2 attackers on the c5 pawn. Well, 3 actually with the bishop. I foresee he's still gonna double up, so... Is this a move now? I think it is. So it's putting a lot of pressure on this pin here. If this, we just take. Right, we still can just take that. And that would be a check. Okay. Let me think here. I think we should take there with a check. And then, do we take this pawn now? I think we do. Right, now we take the pawn. And now we're up 2 pawns. We gotta watch our back rank. We might want to bring a pawn up eventually, sometime soon. So he takes there. The rook is pinned to the king now. So what about this check? So if check, yeah, he can still block there. So let's do that. Right. If check here, I think we go with the rook first. Check with the rook. He moves. Check here. If block, okay, he blocks with that. Let's get a pawn up. Then, okay. Now we can do this. And that's really dangerous for him. He's probably going to give me a check. I can just move here. He might give me another check. Okay, he doesn't do that. Let's do this. Go after this pawn. We're really low on time, so we got to try gobble up his pawns and his... Okay. What else can we do here? Let's go back. Let's attack that again. Right. Let's push that up. I guess I could have pushed that pawn as well. Let's go there. We're super low on time now. All right, I gotta focus. I gotta try to win this. There's no increment, so. This is a loss. Damn. That's unfortunate. I've been having a lot of losses on camera. I get all my wins offline, and then on camera I lose. That was a good game, though. It's not like we got destroyed. I feel like there was a lot of winning chances. That's why I don't like to play 10-0, because there's just no chance of winning in a time scramble. So I made no blunders. He made one blunder. Yeah, let's see where it says that was an inaccuracy. I wonder why. What was the right move there? Was it just to take the bishop? I think it was just to take the bishop. No, it was to prevent this. It didn't like that check. I thought about that move too. I thought about a6. Alright, so there, here, here. Okay. It didn't like that. Missed opportunity to capture a free pawn. Yeah, that was already free. I didn't realize that. He went there. I went there. What was the best move here? He wanted this. I guess that makes sense because that blocks off the d file. Because that rook is pretty strong there. So here, right, pawn was hanging on c4. That was the correct move. That was a good move. That was the best move. That was a blunder. That just wins a pawn. Oh, this is good. I'm like winning here, it says. Here. Right, that loses that pawn, but whatever. Okay, so I thought this was a good move. But what was the correct move here? It wants just to go after that pawn, and that locks the queen down to that. Got it. Maybe I should have just went after a draw here. So I'm winning, but this is a mistake. It wants this. So instead of that, it wants that. Okay. So we trade queens. Yeah, trading queens was a mistake because I had to go after this pawn and he was going to be able to eat all these pawns. That was a big mistake. I don't know why I did that. Why did I trade queens? I didn't have time, so instead of there, I should have just went after this pawn immediately. Yeah, that was my mistake. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'm sure you noticed the sticker here on my screen, Dubby. I am not sponsored by them. They're an energy drink company that also makes energy powders and stuff like that. And so I just have an affiliation with them. I'm not sponsored. They don't pay me to promote their products or anything. It's basically it's free advertising for them basically, and the only way I am able to make any money is if you use my discount code up here. And if you use that code, then I get a little bit of a commission, but that's about it. It's like it's not really a sponsorship. They advertise that they sponsor streamers and gamers, but that's not actually true. It's just an affiliation. The only reason I agree to it is because I like their products. I think they taste really good, and yeah, I have no problem helping out that company. I think their products are of good standards. So yeah. So if you guys want, use code PureChess for a 10% discount off of all W products. And yeah, I appreciate everyone, and I look forward to seeing you guys on day 17.